are live.
Excellent. Welcome back to Pokeymanz. What episode are we up to now, Liz?
5.
Welcome back to Pokeymanz episode 5. I definitely knew that on my own for the system. Handling today's recap is going to be Liz. We also have a new participant that's joined us. I'm sure you'll all be excited to see. But we'll get to him when we get to him. Liz, take us away.
Yay! All right, I'm gonna try my best. It's been a while, so I did just kind of watch it back in 2 times speed, so we'll see. But so we ended off last time in like mid-battle. Drifloon and Murkrow were going to attack Aquila and Opal, and then on the other side we had Drowsy and I think it was 6 Drowsies and Hypno attacking Ajax and Pinsir and Chimchar. Hypno had put up a force field around Ajax and Chimchar and Pinsir, and 2 Drowsy came in at a time. The first 2 Drowsy were very easily dealt with. I think Pinsir Vital threw one into the other, knocking both of them out. The Hypno kind of levitated them out of the arena while 2 others jumped in. But before 2 others jumped in, he had Chimchar, Ajax had Chimchar use Fire Spin around the arena. So when they jumped in, they had a chance to get hit by the fire and take a tick of damage. So then the other two more Drowsy jumped in. One took damage, the other did not. And then I believe the Hypno used Hypnosis on Ajax, but didn't quite knock him out. It kind of just put him into a trance where he was kind of recalling things of his past, and we got a little insight on that of him like doing a battle, and then Officer Jenny, like after he won, Officer Jenny came up and put him in cuffs, took his Pokemon away, and that was the end of that. Yeah, I think Pinsir took out the other one. Either way, the two in there had fainted. Hypno did the same thing, took those 2 Drowsy away, and then there were only 2 remaining that hopped into the arena. I don't think either of them took damage on the last 2. And then Pinsir tried to catch one Drowsy as it was coming into the arena, but failed, and was kind of embarrassed about it. But then he like looked at Ajax and then pointed at the Drowsy that he had fainted and was like, "Hey, I'm still good. Don't be mad at me." Like he had something to prove. He feels like he has something to prove to Ajax. So that dynamic's really fun. And then I believe Hypno successfully did a hypnosis on Ajax, and we got a little bit more backstory there as well. And I don't 100% recall the rest of the backstory. I'm so sorry. But Ajax was then like out cold, and the 2 Pinsir and Chimchar had to fight without him. And they basically kicked the other 2 Drowsies' butts. And we then kind of shifted over to Aquila and Opal, where they're fighting the Drifloon and Murkrow. And we see the Drifloon has these Murkrow all around it like a cape. And Aquila, she decides to tell Pixel to go in and bite the Drifloon, like kind of just go headstrong for it, kind of catch it off guard, because it was using the Murkrow as a shield for one, but also the kids as a shield. So she thought that maybe the Drifloon would think that we would be a little more apprehensive. So kind of to catch him off guard, we had Pixel go in, bite the Drifloon, and then scoop the kids up and move them out of the way. So the kids were no longer a battle hazard. And then I believe, so we did that. Opal had Geodude use Smackdown on the Drifloon, and we noticed that the Drifloon wasn't actually taking any damage from our attacks, so we were like, kind of confused as to what was going on. And then I believe um the Drifloon tried to like puff up and get bigger and use stockpile. And it failed, and he like petered out and went back to normal form, so that was a fun visual. Um and then the Drifloon used haze to lower stats. Then used ominous haze. I think it was ominous haze. And both Pixel and Geodude took 1 damage there. And it also boosted its stats in doing so as well. Then Opal had Geodude run around to the back of Drifloon and smack him down. Oh wait, no, before that, we had Pixel use Flamethrower on the horde of Murkrow after Aquila Pokedex the Murkrow, and we figured out that when Murkrow get together, there's usually one larger one that's like the leader, and it basically makes the other Murkrow invincible when they're in a group. So we figured out that the Drifloon was using them as a cape to give himself invincibility, basically, with the Murkrow. So we needed to get the Murkrow out of the way. Had Pixel use Flamethrower on the biggest Murkrow, set the horde on fire. They flew away. One hit a tree and like knocked to the ground and passed out. We had Geodude run around to the back, smack down Drifloon. Drifloon was not happy about this. Shadow Balled Geodude in the face point blank, and then like I believe he grabbed Geodude's arms to like hold him, and then we had Pixel bounce off of Geodude and I believe do the finishing blow, do a bite on the Drifloon, and then Aquila went over with the Drifloon out of the way. He like just fucked off. Um, Aquila went over to check on the Murkrow that had hit his head and fallen down, and he is just very much in love with Aquila with hard eyes, and very willingly came to be in Aquila's party. So he joined the team. And then Opal and Aquila were like, we need to find Ajax. Had Pixel sniff his scent, followed to Ajax, where we then see a bunch of Drowsy all around Ajax, and in a disgusting display, the Hypno like unzips its skin to show its Geminarian form. Is that
Working for the mafia. Come
yeah,
on,
he's the mafia. He's the mafia Hypno. Or he had a name. I can't remember what it was. No, yeah, he was the Geminar Hypno, and then there was the evolution of the Geminar Hypno that came out. And I think they were going to square up to fight us again, but then we had an NPC come out of nowhere and basically told him that he didn't want this beef and whatnot, and the evolution of Hypno decided that it was best to retreat, and we're introduced to Picasso, who saved us all from the onslaught that was going to happen, and then told us that it was starting to get dark and we should probably have set up a camp to camp through the night, because the woods literally change at night, and I guess like a changing maze, I would assume. So any paths we knew would be not there anymore, and we should just wait through the night till it resumes to being normal. And so we were like, he said he had a camp nearby, and we were like, can we go with you? Because we have no idea where we are. So he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. We went to his camp, set up camp. He camped a little farther away, just to like make us more comfortable. And as we're like sitting around the fire, all of our Pokemon out, we had a really, really fun scene. Tragikarp really likes to slap Opal a lot.
That
So like
asshole.
every 2 seconds, this Tragikarp is slapping Opal, and Opal's like, "What the frick do you want? Like, I'm just trying to love you." Chimchar and Wesley's Pokemon are like sparring, practicing, along with Pinsir as well, trying to get stronger. Um, and Pixel is with Aquila by the fire. Um, Murkrow is very close as well because he's absolutely adores Aquila, and Pixel keeps like side eyeing him and growling at him and being mean because he doesn't like to share. Um, and then Opal is holding this fish that just keeps slapping her. Um, and Geodude's chilling by her as well. Aquila decides to go. Well, they catch up and tell each other what happened because obviously they weren't together for the fights, but they tell each other what happened in each respective fight and kind of just get caught up there. Aquila goes to Picasso after they catch up and is like, "Hey, you can come over by the fire," because she like noticed that he didn't have a fire over there and it was kind of chilly. So she was like, "Hey, you're more than welcome to come over. We're very appreciative of you um helping us out." And um he has what, Eradicate, a Geminarian Pokemon that kind of looks like, oh, a Picasso painting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You have a
very
duplicate.
interesting. I can't remember what it was called, but it's very interesting. Um And so he's like, "Yeah, sure," and proceeds to come over, hands Aquila a sketchbook and is like, "You can use this," or the book, and is like, "Maybe you can use this as your new sketchbook." And it's like, we're like, "Oh, thank you so much." And he offers all of us some the good stuff. He offers all of us the good stuff. And we're all like, "No, we're good." So that was a funny scene. And yeah, I think after he hands us the book, that was really the most that he had done. And we all just basically are chit chatting around the fire, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go to bed," and goes back to his part of the camp. Um, and then we inspect the book that he gave us a little bit. And Ophelia's over by a group of water that's away from the main camp. So Aquila calls her over and to just kind of get her back into the group, asks her if she knows anything about this book or uh, has any ideas or anything. And Ophelia splashes some water on it, revealing some text. So, like, some water activated text on this book. So we're all like, "What the heck?" And then Ajax actually is, or the text reveals, "Seek out the beepity boops," or something like that. And we're all like, "What the heck is a beepity boop?" And Ajax is like, "They might be talking about the three Reggies from his region." He says there's a legend about Regirock, Registeel, and Regice, and they kind of make beep bop sounds, so maybe that's what they're talking about. And we figure out that they're on three different regions of the map. Um, because he got like a god roll for investigation, which is hilarious because I think that's his lowest stat. Um, and then yeah, we just had a really warm, really heartfelt uh ending by the fire. Woke up and went to our new town, which is where we're kicking up.
Yeah, yeah. We're picking up with you guys heading down the cliffside into an open field where you're going to birth into the city of the village of Ambivale. Um, and you do have a mastery. Just to be clear, mastery and XP are different. Mastery you can use for rerolls. Eventually, you can use it for evolutions. Also, certain abilities proc of it. And then XP you use to bump up dice and stuff like that. Uh, but with
Yay.
that said, we are moving into the town. But as you guys are rolling down the town, And through the grassy plains, you can see in the distance something, and it cues the wild Pokemon as in the distance you see Wesley start foaming at the mouth. Ah, Ajax, Ajax, look over there, Ajax.
Where? What? Where?
He points to his shirt. He can't say the word. This. Is a Sableye on his shirt, and in the distance you see a Sableye hiding just by the trees, munching on gems, laying out like his belly's a little fat from the gems.
Do you want to try and catch it?
Yeah. Please.
He would just call out Pins or Chichar's all out at all times. He's just like, okay, guys, go with him, and just protect him while I get out of bed.
And he looks at all of you guys. How does Opal feel that this thing's just destroying precious gems by munching through it with his teeth?
Honestly, like, would Opal know that some Pokemon like to eat them, or
You can do a research roll. Maybe you do,
okay?
or maybe you're just pissed. We'll see.
Yeah,
Those
we're
are valuable.
about to find out.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, Opal's fucking pissed. Get him,
No.
Wesley! Freaking get him! Go get him!
All right.
Oh, they're wasting. Oh my god, look at those shards. Oh.
Don't worry. Come on out, Dureg. Because Dureg is grass type, I have a type advantage against you. You're rock type, right? Hey. Shut up. You're gonna be my new best friend. Dureg looks back. Dureg looks offended, like, huh? You're gonna be my best friend too. They're just look at my shirt, Dureg. Anyways, Razor Leaf. And Dureg opens up his little flaps, and in his chest, you just see these little seeds. Is it dark? I guess it's just little seeds pop out razors. And they just shoot out. I'm thinking like Chikorita, you know, they had like the little beads that came on the neck.
Yeah.
But hidden underneath where he has his hands folded on his chest, and he just shoots it out. And they just start flying in the air towards the Sableye, but you see the Sableye doesn't even he just looks shocked, like "Hi." And Wesley, even though he barely hurt the Sableye, tosses his Pokeball, uh, and it just smacks the Sableye right in the head and hits the ground. Nothing happens. Huh?
Oh, man. You gotta take him down a little more. Try a little harder. Go again.
It didn't even open up.
I don't think that's a wild Pokemon, guys.
Oh?
Well, we are in the wild. There was in a bush just eating gems, so
That is true, but the Pokeball did absolutely nothing. Usually it would open up and the Pokemon would go inside and it would wiggle. I mean, it probably wouldn't catch because he did nothing to the thing, but still, it did nothing.
Ajax was just kind of like he's still very sleepy. You guys can tell he's not very much of a morning person.
Groggy still.
As he just kind of loudly as he's like, you know, taking like scratching his eyes and stuff, just goes, "Yo, if you're a trainer in this forest, your Sableye is over here, and I have a very energetic Chimchar. He'll probably try to fight it. So either come get your Pokemon or call it back. Up to you."
Give me your fitness roll to see just how explosive your lungs are in the morning as you just scream, "Your Pokemon's over here!" Oh yeah, the boy's got the lungs on him.
He bellows.
So as it just kind of bellows and the trees shake and Giratina comes now, just joking. The trees begin to shake. A trader comes stumbling out, hearing the commotion. Why don't you describe how you look and what you say when you join the group?
Well, I come out of the tree line, looking all around to Ajax's voice, and there's Sableye in the whole group sitting there, like, and I'm coming out like tired, kind of annoyed, and also relieved at the same time. I'm like, I'm like, Sableye, how many times I have to tell you, stop running off like that? But then I noticed the group, I'm like, who are you guys, and what's going on?
Wesley just goes, Ajax, just, I don't know, just choke him out. I really want that Sableye.
Oh my god. You can't do that! That is his Pokemon.
Is that true?
Yes, this is my Sableye.
Your license and registration, please.
What?
Are you the Pokemon police?
Wesley just lays on the floor. Dureg, you're still my best friend, I guess. Dureg? He's a question mark.
Oh. We'll find you Sableye somewhere, buddy. You just can't have this Sableye.
I'm just standing here just confused and the whole thing.
What do you guys say to the newcomer? You can see the village isn't too far from here, maybe about 90, 120 feet. Like, it's a fair bit, but it's still like a 1 minute walk.
Are you trying to start something? What are you
Me?
doing in this? Yes, you. What are you doing here? It's very early. It's too early for all of this.
I was just trying to find my Sableye after he just run out from gyms I was feeding for lunch. What y'all doing out here? I never seen y'all around here before.
We're looking for a town that's nearby, actually. You wouldn't happen to know where it is, would you?
Yes, I know a village nearby called Ambivale Village where I'm from.
Oh, that's the village we're actually looking for. Would you mind pointing us in the direction? Or maybe escorting us there? That would be amazing.
Sure.
Hey! We got an escort, guys!
I think Opal has ignored this fact and is like walking up to the Sableye and just like sinks to the ground, like with all of the gem shards and all of the crumbs and crumbles and pebbles that are left, and is just like devastated by this loss.
Oh no!
Fully devastated by this.
Oh, but you see one more in his. He presents it to you.
Ugh. That's lovely, little one. What is what does that one taste like?
Oh!
He swallows it.
Oh!
Ugh.
Oh, Opal.
I hope it was good.
He gives you 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Man.
I hope it was good. So you feed him you feed him gems?
Yes, Sableye loves gyms.
Was that his only diet?
Yes, he only prefers gym songs.
That's an expensive diet.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'm gonna need you to keep this Pokemon like far away from my backpack, please, and thank you.
Oh, where I can train. Well, I gotta train if they won't steal gyms from people.
Well, at least And like Opal is just like sick, but she stands up with Geodude's help, and I'm looking for we're looking for Ambivale Village. Is there like a river or something nearby?
Yes, we have a river and source out back at the village.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to head that way for sure.
What are your names, by the way?
Oh, I'm Opal. And this is Geodude.
My name's Acryla. This is Pixel.
I'm Ajax. That's Chimchar.
He didn't even say anything to you.
Nice to meet you all. My name is Ryan, and of course you met my lovely Sableye. Well, wish we had met in the different circumstances.
Wesley, future owner of your Sableye.
Wow.
You can't steal
kid.
people's Pokemon, Wesley.
But
You
I
can
read no,
hear Ajax in his like through his sleepy grogginess. I mean, technically you can. It's you shouldn't, but it is possible.
if it's possible, you gotta tell me more sometimes, Ajax. There's a young, unmolded mind.
Jax, no, you do not.
I just say silent, just chuckle a bit, and just don't respond to what Wesley said.
Ajax just looks at Wesley. See, I can teach you how to do that, but the last person I saw do that, unfortunately, isn't around to do that anymore. So
Killed
I,
him?
no, he's just in prison. It's very
Oh.
illegal. You shouldn't do it.
No,
You
he's
should-
just in prison.
You should have said yes.
Yeah, you looked terrified for a second.
Damn it, Ajax. Think it through next time.
He's sleepy. He's not a morning person. Well, I guess we
But
should get going.
Okay. So Ryan, how do you say it?
Ryan. You can
Ryan,
just
there
call
we
Ryan.
go.
Well,
Right, I'm
whichever's
like-
easier.
So Ryan takes you guys back towards the village. Ryan, you wouldn't know that they're talking about the Mystic Vale, which is off limits to people that aren't natives to the village. So you're gonna have to get your mom's permission if you want to take them there. But for now, you can bring them into your village to see. When you guys do get to the village, you just can see that the houses are built on top of each other. They're just kind of in the trees in a fantastical way. Even for a Pokemon world, it's pretty impressive how their settlement is built. In the trees, however, I'll put you guys on this page real quick. In the trees, as you approach Ambivale, you can see that there are a lot of. Oh, let me add. There we go. You can see that there are a lot of wild Pokemon. The adding to our auto catch list are going to be. Remember, you can do an auto catch when you leave the settlement, kind of like in conclusion, or if you want to have a catch sheen, you can. You can see that there are a crap ton of Natus and Zatus hanging out in the trees watching you guys. You can also see that there are Centrets that are running about, climbing around. There are Paris on the floor, just kind of milling about. And then there are Bidoofs still begging to be captured. In fact, you don't even think they're from this village. You think they followed you from the last village. All of them. But most of those are adding to the auto catch list. If you want to get a Zatu out the gate, you'll have to contend with one. But that is there in the bottom left if you want to know where the auto catch list is. Is it visible, the auto catch thing? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, looks. I see it.
I see it as well.
Oh, the poor little Bidoofs.
I just really want to be gone. Wow, this is a very interesting village. How long have these trees or these houses been in these trees? When was the settlement like first founded, I guess?
if I recall correctly from my history book, about 3 centuries ago.
That's amazing, and they've held up so well.
We take very good pride, or great pride in this village takes very good pride in the craftsmanship and keeping the
It definitely
high.
shows.
You just see some of the villagers. Ryan, are those your friends?
Well, I guess it's just call a tour guide for now. I just met them.
All right. Well, send the grapple down. And it's just this basket. You could basically think of it as an elevator, but it's operated manually. As it's just these vine-like ropes on this massive, beautiful basket descends to pull you guys into the treetop village properly, where they'll take you up to their home. All right. As you guys kind of get inside, you can see some of your Pokemon are excited. I mean, Chimchar is literally a monkey, so he's a fire monkey though. So I don't know if they do like trees or they just burn trees down. But yeah,
Opal would probably put Geodude in his Pokeball at least until she got up the
Elevator.
yeah, they
this
live.
this looks like I'm gonna have a hard time keeping my balance. But let's go.
You've got us. We can help you. I'll scoop Pixel up and kind of just hold him in my arms.
Wesley looks at you and puts a smile. Opal, I want to help you so bad. If I had a Sableye, life would just be so much better for both of us.
Glances over at Ryan.
Could you imagine like how much assistance you'd have if I had a Sableye?
Yeah,
I don't imagine it would be any more assistance than this good Geodude is right now, Wesley. I'm sorry.
See,
And I just kind of rest my hand on Geodude's head like I'm patting him on the head. He just goes, dude. like disappointed in Wesley, dude.
Dude.
was I in shot at him saying that?
I mean, yeah, you guys are all on this tight kind of lift. There's enough for you guys to
Oh.
comfortably stand around, but you're on the lift currently. Yeah.
Okay. Making sure I had that.
Speaking of, where did you get a Sableye, actually?
I was actually mining the village one time and I found a Sableye in this cave. Mining for help out the village.
Mine,
I
you say?
counted. Yes, mine in a cave, not too far from here.
Interesting.
And I counted it. And it was shockingly enough, it was a friendly Sableye because all I have to do was offer it some gems and wanted to become my Pokemon.
Take notes, Wesley.
Generous offer.
What'd you say, Opal?
It's a generous offer. Yeah, it only costs your college funds.
Take notes, Wesley. You might want to grab some gemstones if you want to befriend a Sableye.
Well, is he gonna get attacked by a Sableye or feed gems?
I would feed it gems too, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys mine in this town? Are there gemstones in the mine?
Mainly all sorts of gemstones from rubies, emeralds, and we also mine for coal, gold, you name it, whatever we can find in the mines to help to keep the village running.
That's awesome. Great economy.
Yeah, I would love to see that at some point for sure.
Yeah, I think we need to see it for sure for you.
Speaking of seeing, get pulled up the top of the lifts. About halfway up the lifts, you can see these long neck, almost dinosaur-like creatures reaching out and biting into the trees, and they're known as tropias. And there's a few of them, and they look majestic as fuck.
Love
Can I say that in a
fish.
kids game? Yeah, yeah. I think we're all adults
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Majestic as Fuck. And when you get pulled to the top, you just see that they're a natural part of the settlement. And I do have a settlement map for you guys to enjoy. Let's move you guys there now.
Are they capturable?
Yeah, they are capturable.
Oh.
You have to contend with them, but they're capturable.
Wow, that's
Okay.
cool.
Here is the beautiful treetop village.
Oh, this is
It-
awesome.
in the distance, you could see more of them kind of shouting over to you. Ryan, you're back, and you brought some friends.
Yeah, I'm back. And our friends, just tour guide currently. Just met them.
And you just see they one of them looks over to this lady who's praying in front of this statue of of a mythical Pokemon. She looks at you and she goes, Ryan, are you sure you should be talking to people you don't know? It might not be safe.
But they needed all I did was escort to the village. On the way here anyway.
The
I was
world
looking-
is
well,
the world's too dangerous for you to go out there on your own. You have to stay here.
But I have to go out there sometime. I was also just looking for my Sableye and just ran to them.
And she takes a deep breath. She kind of touches the emblem around her neck that your father had gave her back when he was still around. And she looks towards you, desperately seeing that you're grown. You're growing a boy into a man. You're 25, and she thinks for a moment. All right, I suppose that's fine. Anyways, welcome to the village of Ambivale. I am Mafra, the village leader. Um, Please come inside, have some food. She looks around to the Vale folk, and they begin to prepare you guys um really cool meals to give you a little bite into their culture. Uh, and they sit down. And I don't know if you guys say anything when the mom walks off to Ryan. He's a 25-year-old man. He can't even go directly outside the village.
Mm.
No. I don't
Under
want to
his breath, under his breath, you guys just hear Ajax go, "That's his mom. Thought that was his sister."
Oh,
Yeah, like, man. Okay, cool. It's not just me. Like, man. Okay.
the vitality in this village. Everybody looks so young.
Professor Dahlia, who?
Oh, whoa! Don't say that too loud. She might be following us. We don't know.
So, like, if I throw a love ball at this woman, what do you think's gonna happen, Acryla?
I think she'll just be confused, to be honest. Maybe
Alright.
blush. I mean, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm scared to show you guys the art.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am starving, and Pixel is too. Krill is gonna start going in. Pixel.
Yeah, the
right
Vale folk
behind.
goes, have a seat, have a seat. And the sentries are running around. The Tropi is lifting up and dropping off sacks of corn and stuff in here.
Oh
They
my
seem to have a
God,
really
okay.
great natural kind of ecosystem working here. Mothra is praised to the statue one more time as the food is being presented by the Vale folk.
Ajax, as he just walks around, he just has like his hand on Chimchar at all time, as Chimchar's just basically eyeing the crap out of the trophies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
She just smiles at all of you guys and goes, "Come have a seat. Take a piece of our food. Enjoy a piece of our life." Wesley goes over and just sits on the lap. Oh, okay.
Okay, Wesley, jeez.
I don't I don't have a mom. She ran off a long time ago, and then these strangers lured me with candy.
What?
With,
We
I
should have
don't,
let the Drifloon take you, shouldn't we?
honestly, at this point, I'm thinking you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've never been a good kid. I want to be better. I promise.
I mean, as long as Mothra is okay with it.
I'm fine. I've raised half of this village. And again, you can just see that she looks remarkably young, but she is Ryan's mother, and Ryan's 25.
That is insane. So, like, do you guys use, like, special mud creams? Or, like, you all look so young.
You see the Veil folk go. Some people think it's the blessing of the springs here from the water we drink. It's so fresh. I've heard it even heals Pokemon.
Oh. Oh, I was wondering about that actually. I was looking for like a river or a well or a spring or something. I saw I saw it in a dream and I was kind of hoping that it would be here, but it's mostly trees.
Uh, you see them look to the to Mothra, the leader, and she goes, "Outsiders not normally allowed to visit the spring. It is sacred to us, to our beliefs, to our people. And there have been many people in the past that's tried to take advantage of it. So I apologize for being so safeguarding of it."
Oh, of course.
That is understandable. Is there anything that we can do to gain your trust, to show you that we are good people and are just seeking information?
She thinks for a moment. There's always been one thing that could judge the characters of the people here.
We'll do anything.
I suppose I'll give you the night to rest on it, but it's the trial of sun and moon.
Trial of Sun and Moon. What does that entail?
She looks towards Ryan. It's used here as a coming of age thing for the youth. When they overcome the sun and the moons, it shows that they're ready to be proper adults and to move out into the world and experience their own life. But we've also used it in the past for strangers because the sun and the moon can judge people's characters and shine and or release them into darkness. It's twofold, really.
Okay.
But that doesn't tell. Do we have to fight something? Do we have to think about something?
Do we have to stay up 24 hours? Because I got that.
She smiles. Maybe you should eat some food first, and I can get into the details if the rest of the village agrees to you even going in the trial in the first place.
That's all you had to say. Dig in!
And presented in front of you is a food that predominantly just comes from the land, like not processed at all. But you can see that there is corn, maize. Which is a really staple for the people here. There are beans that they refer to as the three sisters. Um, there is squash. There is wild rice. There is So remember in the Pokemon world, we literally never see it except for like mishaps, but they allude to like eating chicken and other stuff. So regular animals exist in the world, as they are serving bison and salmon as well.
Ooh.
Finally,
Interesting.
there is maple syrup, which they just spoonful like it's a dessert afterwards.
I'm gonna pile my plate high with bison and all of the corn and pretty much everything except for the salmon because I don't like fish. And then I'll make a plate for Pixel of just bison.
One of the salmon oddly are shaped like a tragic car.
Oddly, or on purpose?
Is
You don't know when it got out of your Pokeball, but it just wants you to eat it.
that? Your carp's just laying in between the salmon.
I am really, really glad I bathed you last night, you little shit, and pop him back in his Pokeball.
Tragic car. As he gets a turn.
Oh my god.
I am so sorry. Uh, I'm still working on that one.
She
Oh my god.
she just Mothra chuckles at it, and but she kind of looks, kind of diverting her attention to you guys towards Ajax, and she says to him, "You know, you remind me of my father."
How is that?
Silent, stoic, gym bound, but also very reserved in ways unexplained because of a history not one to be spoken. I'm sorry, they call me the spirit speaker here, so I can gather a lot from just looking at people.
Damn, she clocked you, AJ.
AJ just kind of like shakes his head, like, sounds about right.
She
I mean,
nods.
if you're describing me, I've never met your father.
She she doesn't talk more about him, but she thinks about him. And then she looks at Ryan and she just goes, "Ryan, I hope you're not getting any ideas. I know you've been talking about starting your own adventures, you're researching, and potentially the gym challenge, but you have to stay here. Who's going
Mother,
to
we've been.
but who's going to keep you safe?"
I have my Pokemon with me. They're safe. We've been over this.
Your mom's right. Just give up your journey and give up your Pokemon.
Wesley, I am going to let Tragikarp out and sick him on you.
He goes and sits next to Ajax, and he just behaves. She goes,
AJ just looks at Wesley. It's like, you know, you really need to watch your mouth a lot more
"Sorry,
careful.
Ajax, but you're just so strong. No one tells you to do anything. No one bosses you around. If you want to hit Sableye, you'd probably put it in that dark ball you have around your neck."
AJ just looks very angrily at Wesley.
He kind of shrinks and then just like lays down. You do have a glare on you. Let me blur it out with you. Look at it. Look at the glare. And this kid's
Yeah,
like
it kind
9
of
years old.
does.
evil
Bombastic
eye.
side eye.
You see Wesley just lays down. He wraps his shirt around his head because he's so frustrated. But there's no more fight from him.
I feel I shouldn't have even have said anything. I should have just tossed Tragikarp out. It would have been a bonding moment and I missed it. Ugh.
There's always next time. I'm sure
Ajax-
this will not be the only time.
Yeah.
AJ would just look at Mothra and just be like, I mean, your son is more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, absolutely. And with all due respect, he is 25. He is an adult. And has he been through the Sun and Moon quest that you guys do?
She shakes her head because she's never let him take it because she fears of what will happen if he passes. Technically, by the laws of the village, would officially become a man in their eyes, or a woman, or whatever. And she'd have no say over him staying here, even as the leader, because it is their tradition. But she just tells you he has not yet. Even though Ryan would absolutely have wanted to do these trials plenty of times.
I say she refuses to let me try because
He's not ready. If he takes the trials for failing,
you really have no faith in me.
it's not that. It's not that.
Then why would you let me take it?
First off, you know the trials are always a double battle. You don't have a partner.
Do you have a Pokemon? Remember the one you gave me?
Oh, please. Jeffrey ran off. You don't even have him anymore. Unless one of these strangers stood up to take the challenge with you, there's no one else qualified. Everyone else has already passed and or failed and are waiting before they can take it again.
Jeffrey?
Yeah? You know Jeffrey?
No,
Jeff-
but I feel like I'd like to.
He just kind of nods. He has many names. I think he wasn't even from the village and he failed that test hard. I've never seen someone fail as bad as Jeffrey. Wait, that's not his name. His name is Jimmy. There we go.
Oh. Oh.
Jimmy?
Jimmy? You let that
Me and
individual take
Me- just like I'll let you have the opportunity to potentially do it. We can't judge people based upon they look, how they speak, how they act. Or we would have thrown Wesley out of the village a long time ago.
Yeah, but Jimmy has 2 brain cells.
That's true, and well, we threw him out of the village. He did fail the test before he was able to become Ryan's partner official, and other people here are too young. You can see that the most of the villagers, they're about 13, 14. In this world, remember, we take our journeys at 18. We don't just at 10 kick people out the house to travel the world.
Except for Wesley. Wesley is the exception.
Yeah, Wesley's the exception. And I mean, he's
Wesley's
showing us.
understandable at this
Yeah,
point.
exactly. He's showing us it's probably not a good idea. But she just goes, Ryan, don't bother these people. They have their own lives to live. I'm sure they have important things they must do.
I'll partner up with you.
Please.
I don't see why you should be held back for that.
He just clearly agrees with me on my phone when they let me finally try the trial.
She thinks for a moment. It is your right to take the trial when you wish, Ryan, if you have a suitable partner. But I just don't think it's a good idea. I just don't think if you fail, you'll have to wait 5 more years before you can take the trials again.
I've been waiting since I turned 18. Think I'm more than ready to take the trial.
She looks down and Ryan, will you excuse us for a moment?
The group? Do we need to leave?
No, just Ryan.
Oh.
Sableye walks off.
Oh yeah, I think stay with me. I ain't gonna leave alone.
He's
Yeah.
gonna eat more gems!
Sableye walks off. Wesley does like a heart with his hand to Sableye, but Sableye just walks off.
He's trying so hard.
By the way, every comment Wesley makes, I get more. Hey, still, I can like, keep him in my sights.
Yeah, the Beedoo tries to make Wesley feel better and get into like one of his Pokeballs, but Wesley just keeps screaming, "You're not him!"
Oh no.
Oh
The
my
Beedoo
God.
runs off crying.
You'll never be him!
But Mothra says to you, "I know you all want to help,
Oh
But
no.
I understand my son better than strangers who just rolled up to my village.
Yes, we were out of line. We're just here to potentially visit that uh,
It's
lake, river.
you're no, I can't keep doing this dance. You may be strangers, but one thing you said is right. He's 25 years old. But you know, the last time him and his father left the village, well, they both kind of, I'm pretty sure they both died. And I pleaded with this deity here for my son, and I put him into the waters. And when he woke up, he was never the same. An obsession with ghosts. Ghosts cling to him, and there's this darkness that I feel inside of him that I fear. But I'm also afraid to lose him. His father, it wasn't enough, and he's gone. When his father married me and I brought him into our tribe here, uh, Ryan's all I have left.
That's not Ryan's fault, if you don't mind me saying so.
Who will protect
That's
him?
that's Ryan's responsibility. He'll figure it out, he'll make friends, but all you're going to do, if you keep him here, all you're going to do is build resentment.
Think he hates me?
I think if you keep him here much longer, he might.
What if his phenomenon is something changing and developing inside of him that no one understands? I think what if when we take him away from the water, he just dies? Every now and then he gets sickly and the water restores him. If you take him from here because you think you know better than me, and he doesn't have the water and he dies, what then?
Can he take the water with him?
The water has never been useful outside of the village. The springs itself, they charge their own life, but they're worthless in the hands of others. As the thieves, the gangs, the teams, the evil organizations, we've repelled them all. And unless they were to control this place forever, it's worthless to them. I'm just asking for his health that you consider the repercussions if he were to leave this place.
It definitely changes things a little.
But
Yeah,
it's still his choice. It should be.
Absolutely, I agree. Just what if he like turns into a puddle when we leave?
Then we'll bring him back to the springs.
Good point.
she uh she goes, it didn't save his father. I don't know what will happen if gone too long without it.
Well, maybe that can be part of maybe that can be part of his journey is heading off in a direction but coming home to check in when necessary.
He thinks for a moment. Just, I'm sure Ryan would not tell you the dire consequences of not having the water. I think he might be more comfortable talking to you all without me here. Please make sure that this is really what he wants. He understands the risk. Because it's nice giving him his freedom, but if he dies along the way, then what? Then I've lost everything because of this dream that you're promoting in his mind. There's definitely some there's a trait of toxicity, but there's also there's coming from a very real place. Like if he dies, then now what? Now he's dead and all for nothing. So it's more fear than it is toxic. There's this strong desire to protect him, doesn't want him to go because he needs the water. So if he is going to pursue this course, he needs to fully understand all the risk involved. and so she just kind of gets up. She gives you guys the plate of food. The Veil folk were kind of all listening quietly. Some of them in agreement with you, some of them in disagreement with you. Um, and she just kind of leaves it at that. She calls Ryan back. Ryan, have finished dinner with your company. I'll be in my chambers if you need me. And she departs for the group to talk and have a serious conversation about whether this is what should happen, and it's ultimately Ryan's choice.
That felt less productive than I hoped.
Kidding. So, Ryan, we just learned some interesting information.
Let me guess, she told you.
Yeah, how did you feel when you were out of the village earlier looking for Sableye? Were you affected at all?
I felt fine. I felt nothing wrong. But
Do you think that there would be issues with you leaving?
of course there'll be issues if I am gone very long. But do not do. But I'm not gonna leave and never come back. Bound by.
Your mic's cutting in and out.
God.
Yeah, it even cut off your English.
God.
Yeah, and then it cut. Maybe
Alright,
you
we're
have noise cancellation or something that you might have on. I don't know.
Chin.
I did piece together what you were putting down though.
Mostly,
Say
yeah.
that there's a risk, but he's willing to take that risk.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm willing to take that risk, and like I said,
Not gonna be gone forever. Yeah.
you're not gonna be gone forever. I can come back when I start to feel I'm weak.
Yeah. I guess my only other question is, have you ever gotten outside of the village for long enough to feel any kind of weirdness?
No, because my mother never lived in like a little mountain village.
How far away was those mines that you mentioned?
To guess about a few miles, like at least 2 miles from here.
Well, that would be far enough to kind of see if kind of a trial, right? See if he's okay and if he starts feeling weird or anything.
Yeah, if that's where he caught Sableye, then he should be okay. You know what I mean?
Well, we're talking about we're in the forest still. Cave is still within the forest from here.
Oh, gotcha. Well, hey, look, let me share our plans with you. We're actually heading east. There is another town along Route 2, and I am searching for the map and blanking on the name.
Okay.
The first
I'm
two
supposed
names.
I'm supposed to take the Ratata to Polmira town. And I hold the little guy up. I'm supposed to deliver this little guy to Polmira town. What if you joined us, left the forest just a little ways to Polmira town, and we see how you feel after that? And if you need to head home, you can. Um, it wouldn't be like all the way across the world, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I'll leave this place. finally on my own. Deck out again.
No, we heard
Just a
you.
little bit.
We heard most of it. You said it finally be on your own and leave alone.
Okay.
Let
Make sure.
me think.
Well, we should probably do the trial first. That way we're not going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Especially since y'all out to.
What do you say, Ajax? You want to team up? If Akrila's gonna team up with Ryan?
Sure.
So we get Ajax and Opal on one team for the trial. Excellent. And then we have Ryan, sorry, Ryan and Aquila
Yeah.
on the other
Yeah.
team. Boys. That works. That works. Okay. So you guys kind of stress that it's important for it to be his choice, but there are real risks involved. So let's take it slow. Let's not just jump across the country and then he can't get back in time. Especially with Thornwoods, Thornwood's kind of tough to travel through. But with that said, Martha would set you guys up in a room for you to sleep in tonight. Each of you would have two of you to a room. Ryan, you have your own bed, obviously, but like Aquila, if you wanted to stay with Opal, you could. Ajax with Wesley, you could as well. But that's what we'll leave it for tonight. Not the game, but like the story tonight for your characters if you want. And you guys can have like a bedtime scene. Just so I can process your thoughts on the village, on the mother, on Ryan, on your own journeys. Or do you guys want to continue your dinner scene?
No.
I'm okay either way.
Can
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
go? Can Curly go run over to the Tropius and kind of do a little
Sure.
sketch?
Yeah. We can transition to the next scene whenever you guys want. We can skip the next scene. I just want to make sure that we're moving things along when we want to, but I'm also not in any rush whatsoever. So Aquila, you go over to the Tropius and it just kind of looks at you and it literally drops a banana off its neck onto the floor. You do know that it's not actually a part of their body, that they produce natural bananas from the groves and leaves, but you're not like eating from their flesh. It's just like it would be grown naturally.
Oh my gosh, you are the best! I love you so much. This is the most beautiful banana I've ever seen. Thank you so much.
They're really, by the way, the Tropius here are larger than normal Tropius.
I love him. I want one so bad.
Yeah.
Can I guess I assume there would be like leaves and stuff within like grabbing distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna grab like a small branch and kind of extend it for him to like eat off of.
Yeah, it slowly eats it, and when I'm assuming you Pokédex it at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So when you Pokédex the Tropius, it just tells you about it. Let's see here. The Pokédex entry says Tropius, the grass flying type Pokemon. Tropius grows delicious fruits that came around from its neck because it always ate the same kinds of fruit. If it were to change its diet, it would produce a different fruit. Tropius are typically around 7 feet tall. This Tropius is abnormally large at 11 feet tall.
You are magnificent. Could you imagine a raspberry Tropius? Or an apple Tropius? Oh, you would be beautiful with whatever, buddy.
The Vale folks go, the Tropius here have always grown so large from drinking from our springs, the Mystic Vale. All the Tropius are around that size. This one might even be one of the smaller ones. We also use them as mounts to move from here to the Vale.
Amazing.
Opal will like whisper to Ajax, like, those are so cool. I would love one of those, right?
Yeah, they're pretty neat. Not for me, but they're cool.
Not for you. Runs over to your leg.
Somebody has to catch a Bidoof at some point. They're never going to leave us alone.
If we catch them, they're never going to leave us alone.
Yeah, good point.
Ajax is still just holding Chimchar back from trying to go and fight the Tropius. He just goes, "You want to fight the Bidoof?"
He gets shocked and runs off.
That
Only
thing
because he
would-
knows he's a god. He doesn't want to hurt Chimchar.
That thing would one-shot
You
that
got-
Bidoof.
Is
Wesley?
there any place here where we can heal the Pokemon that were in
Oh.
the fight the day before?
So when you're
We
in a
did that at the
sanctuary-
camp.
Yeah.
Oh, we did? I
When you-
didn't pump some
Also,
up.
when you're in a sanctuary, which this is, so think in D&D, you know how we have long rests and short rests?
Yeah.
So when you're in a sanctuary, as in not the wilds or dangerous areas, it's like a Pokemon center. So whenever you were to sleep here, you would have naturally healed them anyways.
Cool.
All
But
right,
with
I've
that
built
said,
rep with Trope. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
I love him
And,
so much. I want to
so-
pet his head. Let me pet his head, and then say
Yeah,
goodbye.
he lets you pet his head. And you can see that they've got like this one massive rainbow leaf too that he wraps around his neck like a scarf.
Oh my god! You
Okay.
are the most fashionable Tropius I've ever met.
Yes.
That was my best card on Pokemon TCG.
Ugh, such a good Pokemon.
Tropius.
Yeah.
How are we doing our rooms? I just assumed it'd be Opal and Acryla. Are you guys switching it up? You only have 2 rooms.
Yeah. Girls stick together.
I figured I didn't want to assume. Yeah, we can have a nighttime scene if you guys want, pondering the events that happened today. Ryan would be in his own room because I mean he lives here. It'd be weird if he's like just parked up with you guys.
Right. Hey guys, how you doing?
Would be we're gonna have to help Ajax out with Wesley at some point.
Do we have to?
Right.
Yeah, it's not fair.
I guess. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a wild Sableye in that cave. If we go to that cave at some point.
Where did my character go?
Oh, you're on the left side.
Oh, but I don't see my character anymore. The
Your
band-
character's on the bottom, hun.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So remember, you can move the map with the bars to look around different areas, and the zoom you can
okay.
zoom in and out. Yeah. We moved you to the left. But by the way, while Aquila and Opal are talking, the Tropius, you can see its head in the window. It's just kind of followed you guys over there. It's so tall, it's just looking in the window, and it just rests its head on the windowsill and goes to sleep.
Oh my god. I love him. He's the cutest thing. Except for you, Pixel.
Yeah, Picture's looking, and he just gets a flashback to Murkrow saying, "I'm gonna take real good care of her."
Can I have 8 citrus berries left. I want to go ahead and feed my Rattata,
Okay.
the one for the day. But I'd like to take a second one and offer it to Tropius as well.
Yeah, the Rattata takes it and he just kind of licks you in your face. And unfortunately, it doesn't have too much character, just subtle moments like these as it
Mhm.
instantly kind of goes to sleep. Like when we are sick and we take NyQuil, you still feel awful, but you feel a little bit better because of the medicine makes it manageable. So it just
Yeah.
kind of licks you in your face, Opal. If it could talk, it'd be as close as it could get to an "I love you" as it goes to sleep. This
Little
precious Rattata. But the Tropius tastes the citrus and he just kind of chews on it while it's sleeping. So it's literally like sleep, half asleep, just munching away at the berry.
Oh, I'd like to rub his nose.
You see, you guys are like the families. When one thing has a mommy, and then it has another mommy, and it becomes a family.
It's even got a pride scarf. Like, we're here for it, okay?
Yeah, this could be like the group slappers if we just mount around on this thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's huge.
It is.
That would
It's
make
really
it a
big.
lot easier for Ryan to get back if he needed to.
That is true.
Oh yeah,
We might
easily.
have to. We
Okay.
definitely need to recruit this Tropius, I think.
So I want Opal and Aquila to really think on the events here. Obviously we're supporting Ryan, but I just want to get into your character's deeper kind of your thoughts, the difficulties, the success, all that other stuff. And if you're ready for the trials. But I'm gonna come back to you two. I want to go have a quick scene with Ajax Wesley, and then before I come back to you guys, get Ryan's thoughts. Ajax, so you're in the room with Wesley and Chimchar, and Wesley's in private. He tells you because one thing you notice, Ajax, is that Wesley really looks up to you. He's kind of like he sees you're the kind of guy that just does what he wants in his eyes, in his young eyes, right? You're this strong. You're this guy that he wants to grow up to be. So he looks at you, Ajax, and he just tells you, why can't we just take what we want if we're strong enough? Remember, in one of the timelines, he grows up to be a douchebag. So he asks you a question that isn't really a valid question, but he sees it as if he's strong enough, why can't he take what he wants?
Because there will always be someone stronger than you.
That's not true. No one's stronger than you, Ajax. You're the strongest.
Ajax just kind of sighed, and he goes, not so long ago, I was kind of in a similar situation to what Ryan is currently facing. Ryan wants to leave this village to explore the world. I wanted to leave an organization to improve myself. But, you know, Ryan's mom is willing to let him leave. My boss wasn't as willing.
What happened?
When I said that somebody's always stronger than you, that is completely true. They allowed me to leave. Well, their version of allowed. They thought I died. But and it just kind of snaps out. I was just goes, it's just not the right thing to do, Wesley. Would you like it if somebody came up to you and tried to steal your fuck, what was the name of that Pokemon? The Durex?
Durant?
Yeah, your Durant. Your Duredge.
Durant, here we go. She tells you, that wouldn't be fair.
Exactly, but that's what you're trying to do to Ryan with his Sableye.
But that's better than hoping it doesn't work out when he leaves the village.
If that were to happen, then I mean his Sableye is free game, but
He says, fingers crossed.
you shouldn't be preying on the downfall of others, Wesley.
Oh man. You know what? My dad stormed out of the house. He said he was gonna go get moo milk. I've never seen him again. Where's that goddamn moo milk?
It just try to calm him down. It's just like, don't worry, Wesley. You're better off without him.
I guess you're my dad now.
If that's what you want to think of me as, it's fine, I suppose. I don't really care very much.
He sits there for a moment staring out the window, and he's like deep in his thoughts, and he just tells you, my dad left. I hated the entire world. I just wanted to destroy stuff. So I broke things around the house. I flipped tables, and I just was out of control. But it's not fair. If your mom and your dad love each other and they bring you into this world, then why would they shatter our hopes, our dreams, and just run off like that? Don't we deserve to have them? Don't I deserve to have a father? But he just left me. Is he not responsible? Look at this guy. This guy wants to leave his mom so bad, and all I want to do is stay with my dad. I just feel like he doesn't appreciate what he has.
It just looks kind of worried a little bit. It's just like, but the same thing can be said in a different way. You're able to explore this world from a young age, go on adventures, have fun, while he's been in this village, stuck in it like a prison. Everybody has their own positives and everybody has their own negatives, Wesley.
You're right, Ajax. I just wish the world was simple. It just seems so complex for me, and I'd even learned the word complex 2 days ago when I heard Opal talking about all these gemstones and how complex it was, and I was wondering what the hell complex meant. Now I've been using it for everything. I was like, can I have some complex milk? I just like the word now.
The word
That's
complex.
well, that's part of learning, Wesley. But you might want to ask Opal what the word means.
I just know it sounds complex. He's like, speaking of complex, I'm gonna get some complex sleep. And he turns over and he looks at Chimchar. Look at your Chimchar, man. You should be talking to him like that. He's out of control. And he goes to sleep.
Complex sleep.
Any final fleeting thoughts, Ajax, or do you turn in at the same time?
No, he'll just kind of turn in as well. He just goes to sleep holding on to the dark ball.
Yeah. When his loyalty or obedience was questioned, Chimchar looks like he wants to slap Wesley while he's sleeping, but he just goes next to you and chills out. Okay.
Ajax, Ajax seeing the chip tray wants to slap is like, hey, calm down, all right? You wouldn't have been able to take on that trophy. I did it for your own good.
He just kind of lays next to you, goes to sleep. Uh, Dang, Ryan's internet's not back just yet. So what we'll do is we'll take our 10-minute break, and then hopefully when we're done, he's back, so we can get his thoughts on his journey and what he wants to do. And then we'll close out with Opal and Krilla before we go to the challenge tomorrow.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay. So the challenge soon. 10-minute break now.
Woo! And we're back.
All right, welcome back. We go through our final hour of the Pokeymanz, episode 5, Sun and Moon. As the party are kind of settling down and sleeping off for the night, we're getting their final thoughts, but something unexpected happened. Ryan's been trying to prove to his mother that he doesn't need the water to sustain himself. And as he sleeps, he starts running a fever. And Sableye kind of tends to him. And some of the Vale folks are just kind of like concerned. And it just kind of, this scene that is unfolding that the players don't know about, or Mothra, it just kind of, it really makes sure, Slate, what am I thinking of? Reaffirms, is that it? Is that the word I'm trying to look for? Her feelings on Ryan leaving. And maybe he'll make a miraculous recovery. We don't know. He can make a miraculous recovery 5 minutes from now. But for right now, Ryan is just kind of out of it. And in his dreams, kind of based on the story that I've talked to with the player Rampage, in his dreams, he's just exploring the whole world. He's free. He's no longer tied down to this near-death experience he had. And he's with his friends he just made. But we go back to Opal and Acryla. While you guys are sleeping, laying down, are you talking about it? Whether it's a good idea, whether it's the only avenue, before we close out the night on in game.
We're definitely gossiping.
Oh yeah. I think we've decided that we're going to both of us going to try to adopt the Tropius, but I will try
taking ownership.
I'll take use a Pokeball for it so I can have more than just Geodude, because it's not like Tragikarp can really fight.
Right. And
or
I've
anything.
got Murkrow, so I've got 3, and then that would give her 3. So whenever we get to the Tropius, capturing and all of that stuff, that's what we decided to do.
Okay.
But
definitely going to share. There's going to be so much love for this Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Co-parenting, I like that.
Yeah, we're co-parenting the Pride Tropius.
I always knew we'd adopt.
Only
Legally,
Pokemon.
The judge legally gave it to Ward, but you have visitation rights.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
But I guess Acryla would say, so what do you think about all of this with Ryan and everything?
I mean, I'm just trying to imagine a world where my grandma would have kept me confined and not let me go out and see things and learn things and try things for myself. And I mean, look at my leg. It didn't go the greatest for me all the time, but like, I would be a completely different person if I hadn't had the chance to live. And I'm so much I was so much younger than Ryan is now. He deserves the chance. If he wants to go, he deserves the chance. And there's some lessons that you have to learn for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Everybody deserves the right to have their own choices in life, good or bad.
Exactly. And whatever happens, I mean, he's gotta. But, I mean, he wouldn't be living with the consequences. His mother would.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, he wouldn't technically be living at all.
is he living now?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I really want to put my leg in that water.
Yeah, we definitely need to do this trial. We need to absolutely just do amazing at this trial and show them that we are to be trusted. And get
What do you think it's gonna be?
Well, they did say something about a double battle, so hopefully we don't have to fight the Tropius. I don't know if I have the heart to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe
Well-
that's the trial. Maybe we have to say, no, we cannot, because they're just too sweet.
Do you think Jimmy tried to catch a Tropius?
Probably
I
not.
would say I almost kind of hope he did, because that we know how it would end, and it's funny.
Yeah. We need to try to give that Rattata some water, too. See if it
Oh, yeah.
heals it. If it has that crazy amount of healing property, like, we might be able to cure whatever's wrong with this little guy.
Well, it wouldn't cure. We've got to remember that. It would only cure for a little while, but it might give it a little bit more pep until we get to the destination.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot. It's kind of useless after you leave, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That stinks.
But it would be good to have Ryan with us, because ideally he'd be able to help us get through the woods easier.
Yeah, 100%. Especially since he seems to know his way around at least the surrounding area pretty decently.
But yeah, I'd feel a lot more comfortable taking off and checking out the mines if we got the water for the Rattata. Like, if we don't make it, then we do need to, hoof it so that
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, because we're down to, what, six
Six.
citrus? Which is still plenty to get back to town, but I don't want to leave it to any chance.
Exactly. But we might be better prepared with, like, camping supplies and things this time. We'll have to ask them if we can.
Restock a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should turn in for the night and get ready for this trial.
It's so nice to sleep on a bed.
Oh my god, you're not kidding.
Was not expecting that, but man, is it nice.
And like a cooked meal. Like a proper cooked. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, they had corn.
They had corn. They had bison. Oh my god. I want more bison now.
You got a taste for it, did you?
Yeah.
You're as bad as Pixel.
We're both drooling. We are the same.
Okay. When you guys are like going to sleep, and you finally do escape to the land of rest, the world of Pokemon is so intriguing. There's so many mysteries that have never been solved, probably never will be solved. There's so many happenings because you live in a world with fantastical creatures, and we're people with such diverse capabilities in the world. But I say all that to say, as you sleep, a Zatu flies over by the window, and its eyes begin to glow, and the two of you have a dream.
Ooh.
And it's more like a memory, but it's it's hard to tell if it's real or if it's just what we want in life or what we want or what we hope to achieve. It's hard to tell whether it's the past, the present, or it's tomorrow. Opal, you see the accident that claimed Rhyhorn's life.
Mm-hmm.
But from its perishing, from its perceived death, something changed with that Rhyhorn. Its spirit flying alongside the Zatu as it takes it through its webs of dream catching. And you see it transfer itself to a different world or a different time. Back into the forest, right next to you all, Thornwood, where it is reborn into a Rhyhorn that is ghost type.
Ooh.
And it wanders around in search of you. But instead it stumbled upon a Magnipo and his thugs of Hypnos and Drowsies, where it's being forced to work within these woods to appease Magnipo and his empire, fetching food, security. And this could all be a fabrication of something you want. That had to be a close friend of yours, the Rhyhorn.
Mm-hmm.
Aquila, you see a different future. You see an epic battle that has to unfold one day to return the power to the springs, so that they're no longer a temporary fix, but a forever fix. But you know you're not in a position yet to face this opponent. But it is something that you'll have to do one day. And you see alongside you is not only a magnificent, large version of Pixel, fully evolved, but in this point in time, he looks beyond Arcanine. Still, your bond together brings him to something even further. And as the two of you are battling together against this creature that could restore the well to its glory, you just see its beautiful crystal-like body with flowing mermaid angelic hair as the mythical beast, the dog, jumps off and disappears into little raindrops. And now only a memory. A creature you'll have to overcome if you want the wells to get its power back. When the Zatu is done with you all, this mysterious creature of the village flies off to Ajax's room. And it begins the same thing. Its eyes glow and it transports Ajax to his story, where you get quick scenes of him and the car ride and other stuff. But it brings him to his arrival here, his day one here, and the ball that's on his chest, the whatever's in that ball. And the Zatu opens up the ball, and coming out of the ball is a shadowed creature. It's just darkness. It's not because it is a shadow Pokemon, but it's something else. And Ajax, while you're watching this unfold, you think that when that ball opens up, you'll finally be worthy to cast your past away. You think it's a test. Maybe you're already worthy. Maybe you just have to open it. But the Zatu wants you to know that you're worth more than you believe. And that just because of your past, it doesn't make you who you are today anymore. That's what tomorrow's for. And the Zatu then flies away from you, returning to its trainer. Did you help them? That Tutu. Good. Let's get some rest. And Mothra goes to sleep. And you all wake up for your crazy fever dreams.
What the fuck? That's so cool. What the fuck? Bruh. I just had the coolest dream of my entire life. Pixel, you were obviously there too, but you were like ginormous, and you were like not an Arcanine, but like resembled an Arcanine. But like your mane was glowing and flowing and like crystalline. It was amazing, and we were like fighting this dog Pokemon. I'm not sure. I was so cool, and there was something about the water being no longer just being temporary. We were fighting for it to be forever there, forever, like, healing properties everywhere. I don't know. That was so cool.
Boom, door explodes open. Breakfast!
Bison!
And Wesley runs down to Ajax and it's breakfast time, it's breakfast time. What's so Ajax, yours was the least informative to an extent. More of the mysteries of the shadows you've toiled with. Do you have any thoughts on your dream, or maybe you have dreams like similar all the time? I don't know.
Ajax just kind of looks at Wesley. Is like, okay, stop being so loud this early in the morning.
Still not the morning person.
Sorry, I just.
I'm going, Wesley. I'm going.
And you better not be going to get no damn milk either.
Ajax kind of like sits up, kind of takes off his chain as he kind of looks at the dark ball for a little bit. And he'll just kind of put it back on and just leave.
And as you get to the center, I'll move you back over there. I don't know if you guys want to have a group discussion about your dreams now that all four of you are back together. But Vessi would tell you, I had a dream too. I had a Sableye.
That's an awesome dream, buddy. Rampage is gonna join on his phone, by the way.
Yeah, sweet. So maybe he kind of like so Rampage would stumble back here after that like tough night without the water. Getting in here. Okay. So as you're all gathered up together, we're gonna take the trial here in a little bit. Do you want to discuss your dreams more now that we're all together? We've got Ajax, for example, with us now, and Ryan back. Or oh man, I jinxed it.
Oh no! He drops into a puddle.
He saw the Bidoof running towards his Pokemon and he disconnected.
He's like, not these things again. I would just tell Wesley I had a dream too, and I would just recap what I had already said back in the room, and then I'll be like, did you guys have any dreams?
Opal's real quiet with her dream. She's like got an arm wrapped around Geodude, and Geodude's got an arm wrapped around her, so like actively leaning on him for support, and is a little bit red-eyed, like more so than you might be in the morning trying to wake up. Yeah, I had one too. The Rhyhorn that I lost in the mining accident, I dreamed that he came back, and he's a ghost type now, but he's stuck working for those stupid mafia Pokemon we came across, and they're just absolutely using him, and I don't even know if it's real or not. I don't know if it's real or not. Like a ghost type Rhyhorn? What?
That's not a dream. That's a nightmare.
Honestly,
God. Well,
whenever we get to the point to where we can deal with that, we really, really need to deal with that.
think we need to check it out just to make sure it isn't some weird, like, hallucination truth thing. Because what if it is real? That would be the worst. We've got to go see. For sure.
What? And Opal will look over to Ajax. What was that? Like, we weren't quite ready to fight with that thing? What do you think
Yeah.
we'd have to do?
I'm not really sure. I mean, for one, it appears to be a fully evolved Pokemon, so we don't really have one of those. That might make it a lot harder.
Yeah.
And if he does have other Pokemon under control, who knows what Pokemon he has under his control?
Maybe. Maybe we could just sneak around or something if there's time.
Sure, we could try.
If there's time, we gotta get we've gotta get through this challenge, and we've gotta get the Rattata taken care of. We don't even know if this is real or not, but I can't forget.
It's worth looking into. I know it's a long shot, but do you have anything of Rhyhorn's that we could maybe use as a scent? I don't even know if that would work with him possibly being a ghost, but...
Well, she would have his Pokeball is the Pokeball that's on her Carabiner keychain.
Well, we could always try when we get to that point. Pixel can smell anything out if he has a scent. If it even gives a scent, I don't know, but it's something.
Well, she'll pop it open and pop it closed again, clicking it a bit like a fidget, but... Yeah, what about you, Ajax? We seem to all have some weird stuff going on. What about you?
No, not really.
Must be nice. Sleeping like a rock didn't help today.
He's up too much like a rock.
Oh, Ryan! Are you feeling better? Are you... What happened?
I was feeling a little under the weather, so to speak. But I'm feeling fine now.
Well, good.
That's
We're
good,
ready
'cause
to
we have
hit
a
this
trial to win.
challenge. Yeah, let's beat this trial. Take it on together and win.
Ready when you guys are.
I
Okay.
need bison!
Yeah, we need breakfast first.
It gives you the breakfast. And as she gives you the breakfast, she tells you guys, when we're done, we'll take the Tropius over to the springs. They're the only ones that know where it is. In fact, they're the only ones that can reach it. We've tried to map it ourselves. We've lived here for generations. And no matter what happens, we can't find our way there. But the Tropius can find it. It's one of the few Pokemon here that can. But before this land was ours, it belonged to them. And they still keep it.
Tropius are so cool.
Oh, that was something I wanted to bring to your attention, Mothra and Ryan both. If Ryan were able to leave with a Tropius, it might make it a lot easier for him to get back to the spring whenever he needs to.
You know,
So, we might take a look around and see if any of them want to join our team. But if Ryan wanted to do the same or just hang out with ours. Either way, it might be an easier compromise. It might be an easier way to let him go. And she's kind of pleading with Mothra a little bit, like, come on, give the guy a chance.
She nods as she hands you your bison sausage and eggs. She also
Hell yeah.
has wild rice pudding, porridge, sorry, and then blue corn pancakes. So the blue corn pancakes are made with blue cornmeal. So they have like a very unique color and flavor. But you see that they're served with berries and maple syrup. And that the berries are grown off of one of the tropius that has an assortment of different berries on its neck. And then they give you the equivalent of coffee, but it's more of a seed than it is a coffee bean, but it tastes similar. Mushroom. Yeah.
Giving us rise.
Yeah.
Still the 30% when I'm just sponsored the ride. Alright,
Me and Pixel are just chowing down on bison.
But Mothra says, I suppose if we're gonna get to it, you can eat along the way.
Sure. I like reach over and thump your back just to make sure you don't choke.
Wesley will have to remain here in the village. Please make sure he stays on his best behavior.
And yes, the Sableye is coming with us.
Alright. Good luck on the challenge, Dad. He says Ajax and walks off. You guys hear him say that?
Dad.
I don't know. I was trying to get to sleep, and I didn't have the energy to explain to him a lot of stuff.
Well, best of luck. We can pick up a parenting book in Palmyra Town if you want.
Hopefully by then he grows out of whatever that is.
Yeah, if he's no longer after a Sableye, then you'll no longer be his dad.
Which will be never.
Ajax just goes, shit. Sableye will now be his dad. Let's go.
Oh, my dead body.
No, not yours. We'll go get
Different Sableye.
So,
I mean, you never know. I'm joking.
We are, as we take off, I am gonna bring the Rattata with us just in case. I know it's not gonna be useful, but if we're able to pass the trial, I definitely want to take the chance to give it a dip.
She tells you that traditionally we get back on the back of Tropius to get here, but it might be tough to befriend one. But you guys already see that Opal and Curly, you see that your Tropius is more than willing, and then Ryan has his own Tropius. They're not captured, but you know that he's just friendly with, so he can go. Him and Ajax can ride the other one.
Yay! We can ride Banana Beard!
Let's go. Oh, this is gonna get so much easier to get around.
Aww. You're the best, bud.
Just some sights you see as you kind of walk through the forest. It's strange because it looks like they're going. It looks like they're leaving the village to get deeper inside of it. And some of the paths, like the people have tried to map out to get to the spring for generations, and they haven't been able to. But when they walk through the forest, The trees here are so long that you can't even see the sun. It's almost like a bamboo forest or something similar. You can see that there's Pokemon here in abundance, but there's no people, not a single person, not even the villagers. It's just you all. You feel like you're leaving your world and going to a different one almost. And that the Tropius that you're on are small in comparison to the other Tropiuses that naturally live here. It's almost like the Pokemon in this forest are all just Dynamaxed or something. But they're just massive. They're massive. And as they get you to the Vale, the springs, there's one thing that catches Akrila's attention. You see something in the forest, and it just kind of looks up with its crystal body and its flowing purplish hair and blue legs, and it leaps and shatters into tear dust, disappearing. Must have been Jimmy.
That was my dream Pokemon. What was that?
I would like to imagine that as we went, Opal had the Pokédex out like a cell phone and was like trying to dex as much as she could. Just like seeing the difference in sizes and everything. So if that would be the case, would I have had a chance to maybe dex the one that disappeared, or would that be something only Akrilla noticed?
I'd say that maybe you accidentally get it. You're like scanning, and then it just said, the mythical Pokemon, the Aurora Pokemon. And the dex is like, it's like loading, like the mythical beast, Suicune. How do you say it?
Suicune.
Suicune, okay. Suicune. It races around the world to purify fouled water. It dashes with the winds, always present but never seen, briefly making its appearances when it's needed and leaving when it's not. They say that it is one of three and almost impossible to obtain. And the dex shows you the image of the Suicune, and it's quite an image indeed. It's a damn good image too. Now, would it load into Roll20? That is the question.
Give me the Suicune.
Noise. Oh, it loaded small, but noise.
But there she is. Now, being from Johto, where these guys originate, would I know their lore or not?
Yeah. Research.
Okay. Boop.
Remember, you have 2 masteries if you don't like your result.
Okay.
Hey.
Four's good, right?
4's not bad.
We'll do 4. Because in battle, 4 is good at least.
Yeah. Well, 4 is good because
4's fine.
that's the base armor. But for your knowledge, I'd say that you know a little bit about them. You know that there's 3 of them. It's him, it's Raikou, and it's Entei. And you know that they have a similar story with Ryan, that they came to be as they reincarnated into a new life after they died. They were given a second chance and became these mythical beasts. But the rest of the story kind of escapes you because it's so few and far between told, because it's such a mystery that to this day people are trying to figure it out.
Okay. I'll lore dump to Opal.
That's really
Did
neat.
that thing just say Suicune?
Yeah, the Aurora Pokemon.
Suicune. That, from where I come from in Johto, we have a legend of these 3 unknown Pokemon that were revived by another Pokemon into what we now know today as Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. They're legendary. That's what I saw in my dream, the Suicune.
You were fighting it, right?
Yeah, with some crazy looking Arcanine. Which had to be
Amazing.
Pixel. There's no way it wasn't Pixel.
Huh. Well,
What if our dreams are real? The dreams that we had, at least yesterday.
I don't know that that would be a bad thing.
We have to go find your Rhyhorn at some point.
Yes.
This is way too much evidence not to at least try.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But let's get through this trial first, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's when you guys break into this place, and you're flooded with emotions. Like, this place is personal to you. On research, you know what? It's your mind, your body, and your soul. You guys can give me fitness rolls.
Oh gosh, dang it!
Not hard.
You're not hard.
I'd be open to heart.
Oh please, thank you. No Pokemon support.
No, it's just your own memories.
Okay. Holy.
I'm gonna use a mastery to reroll
God.
that.
Damn,
I remember everything.
Fuck? What the
Oh.
fuck?
when you get a max roll, it explodes, and your die can continue to explode.
Holy shit balls.
21.
Okay.
Jesus.
We're gonna take a pause here, not an actual pause, but while you guys are getting to go to the challenge, Akrilla, and Akrilla only, fucking remembers everything.
Jesus.
So I think this is an old fuck moment. Pull over the car, the trophy is.
I'm gonna like have to catch my breath and like lose my breath and have to like lean on something.
Like, Geodude, help, like, don't let her fall.
So she's panicking. Dude goes and grabs her. Ajax, what do you think? It looks like she's having like a panic attack. I mean, she just got hit with the fucking ultra deep lore.
Ajax he's a bit, I don't know, he seems a little panicky just because he really can't do much since he's done a whole other yes.
What's the matter? Akrilla, what's wrong?
This place, we've been here before, but it wasn't now. It wasn't the time that we know right now. We were transported into the future, and the world was burning, and Celebi brought us here, and there was a Giratina, there was a guy with no legs. You dipped your leg into this water and it healed it. We saved the Durage at the tree. Celebi wrote out letters. It's so much to process. I don't even know what in the world. There was a Mega Hariyama there, or some weird Hariyama that was the guys with no legs, and the no legs guy was like crawling on his arms. Like, what the? But we have been here before, and the world was ending, and he said it's up to us to save it.
Are you sure you didn't get into Picasso's good shit?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's something to do with the Pokerus mutated or something. there was these two. Oh, it's so much. There's these two organizations, or it was an organization that changed their name. Oh my god, this is all so much.
How does Ryan feel about this? Seeing her panic and stuff like that, hearing her panic.
I'm just absolutely very confused and just so many questions, but I don't want to ask her right now because obviously she's panicking right now. But also very curious on what all the things she's just said.
And the rest of you, she this is a wild story, but to some extent maybe you believe it, but it's crazy. How can you not remember an entire portion of your life?
I feel like Opal probably has a slightly easier time believing it because Opal remembered something, you know. Opal
leg.
remembers the leg. Opal remembers the Ambivale. You know, that's why we knew we needed to go. Like, Opal knew there was something. This just sounds like something extra, you know, but she's still like she's slightly more inclined to believe just from her own memories from the last couple days. If that's allowed.
No, sure.
How the heck did you get a 21?
Dude, it exploded, apparently.
Exploded twice, yeah.
Got lots of heart, man.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I know, right?
Yup.
I didn't expect to know everything.
Nice. Okay. So, this is terrifying.
I don't know. I don't. I know that it feels real. We've been here before. Like 20 years in the future before. And we're here now, but we were like the same age. Time travel's weird. Also, I didn't even know that was a thing. Time travel. What?
That's some Celebi stuff, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was Celebi. It was 100% Celebi, and it happened... I think it happened right after we got that Durage back from those Pineco. We were teleported, and then we were teleported back, and we all forgot everything.
Those memories were a little bit fuzzy around that time.
I knew I was, like, forgetting something, but not this much of something.
You see Mothra watches you guys and she's listening, and she walks over and goes, "If what you say is true," you see tears run down her face. And she says, "I was always told that people destined for greatness would one day come and take my boy from this place." She looks to all of you and goes, "I know it's a lot to process, but let's complete this challenge. If your task is this important, then you must continue it. If Ryan's to leave this place, and if you are the destined ones to take him, then this challenge is more important now than ever before."
Let's do it.
We have to.
Tropius sets you guys down. This will be a double battle. You see, you could consider this challenge like almost like a gem. But instead, you're tested by the spirits. You've already passed the first test last night. When you were asking if it'd be a fight, the answer was truly no. But today, there's a new one. Yesterday, this place you're in, this realm, it checks your heart for your desires, for your shortcomings, and none of us are perfect. Today, you'll prove to us that you're strong enough to take on the world head on before both the rising sun and the setting moon. And she calls out to the skies, and 2 Pokemon descend from the skies. A sun and a moon.
Lunatone and Solrock?
Indeed it is.
Oh yeah, look at
Load up. Solrock. Rock. And as she summons her Pokeballs out, or not her Pokeballs, the Pokemon, she puts her hands forward and she goes, "These Pokemon have been in this village for eons. No one has ever captured them. They stand here as its guardians, balancing the night and the day, the light and the darkness, both in constant conflict but needing each other in perfect unison. This is the world we live in." And she tells you that it's you guys to choose which 2 will face the Solrock and which 2 will face the Lunatone, but the battle will happen simultaneously. And you think this will be your toughest fight by far yet? They're literally just 2 of you guys against Solrock, then 2 of you guys against Lunatone. So 2v1.
yikes. Can
I
we
think you guys
Pokedex
already
them?
decided your parties, right?
Yeah, can we? Yeah, Pokédex them.
Alrighty, Pokédex Solrock. Alright, so when you Pokédex Solrock, you see that it says Solrock, the rock psychic type Pokemon. When it rotates itself, it gives off light similar to the sun, thus blinding its foes. Solar energy is the source of its power, so it is strong during the daytime. This new Pokemon species is rumored to be an avatar of the sun itself. As Solrock and Lunatone are very rare in the region. These might even be exclusively the only ones of them. And then you guys also do Lunatone.
Yes.
And it's a similar story for its counterpart, Lunatone, the rock psychic type Pokemon. The phases of the moon apparently has some effect on its power. It's active on the night of a full moon. It was discovered at this very site some 40 plus years ago as a meteor strike. Its stare can lull its foes to sleep. And yeah.
Well, if they're both rock psychic, I guess it doesn't matter which ones we choose, does it?
Solrock's gonna be stronger because it's daytime. Depending how long this fight lasts, Lunatone might get stronger by the end of it.
She looks and goes, "I suppose since this was all about Ryan, you should choose which you want to face."
I mean, I'm fine either one. Which one you were fighting, Krilla?
Let's go for the Solrock. I feel like we can
Alright.
take it.
Alright, let's go for Solrock.
Okay. So we've got on one end we have you guys. And I
am gonna choose to use Ophelia though. Because rock 2 times weak, fire, owie.
made the right choice. Just Darth Sidious. Okay, so we're gonna have the Lunatone group up there. So it looks like it's going to be Ryan and Akrilla, and then you guys, and then we'll have Ajax and Opal up top. Boys. Mothra just perfectly in the middle as she closes her eyes and she sits down on the floor, and it's like she's in sync with both of them. As you see this solar energy and lunar energy infused into her body, it's kind of like, you guys ever seen the movie? What is it called? Atlantis.
Yeah.
You know when
Yeah.
the girl's eyes like explode with light and she's like floating. Mothra is the chosen of this village, and you see that her body explodes with light.
Just
she
make
can-
her hotter, Falcon.
Yeah.
Opal is falling. It's like, I can't fight.
Go.
I can't fight. I'm distracted.
And,
Yeah, I'll try to make my mom. Yeah, thanks, Falcon.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, the more they talk, I'm willing to risk it all. No, I'm joking.
No.
What?
Want to see how much heart I have? Let's go.
Let's go ahead and you guys can choose your Pokemon. So I'll just ask. So Ajax, I'm assuming Chimchar.
No, he's gonna take out Pinsir.
Nice. Give Pinsar some time in the ring. Fight El Gigante. Alright, so Pinsir comes flying out of your ball, and Opal.
Oh, I gotta see what this hidden power looks like on my Geo, dude.
Grass is double effective.
Uh-huh.
You can have this mofo like, you think you rock type? I'm no rock type.
And
Excellent.
then some. And then some. You gonna put a crater in that moon. Let's go.
Yes.
Akrilla.
Ophelia. For it. She gets her first debut.
Excellent. And will she be weak or will she be strong?
We're gonna find out. She's got grass hidden power as well. I believe in her. She's got this. Everybody always looks down on Furret. Furret's got this.
And Ryan?
I'm going on my Sableye. Don't worry on the secret, my secret webbing yet. My other one.
Yeah, and I didn't know you got 2 months.
Well, do I or you saving them? Do you have my other?
Well, you did mention your mom gave you one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the Tropius begin to watch, and I'll let you guys decide. Do we want to try to complete this battle tonight, or do we want to leave it off here?
It is almost it is 2:16. Ward's tired.
All right.
I
should
would
probably-
100% stay up if I didn't have an 8:30.
No, you're fine. That's what I wanted to ask. I don't think I could stop it in 13 minutes, and 2:30s are cut off. All right. So with that said, the you see the credits roll, and they're just like this. There's some cooler voice than mine is talking about next time, Dragon Ball Z. And the Lunatune is like this splash image freezing in time of the Lunatune framed with Pinsir and Geodude, Opal, and Ajax. Then in another frame, it's Solrock. One's dark, one's light, and it's Ophelia, Sableye, Ryan, and Akrilla. And then Mothra right in the middle of this splash painting, exploding with energy as you guys are about to take on the trial of Sun and Moon. All right, let's get these stars and wishes, and then let's get you guys the fuck out of here. So we do top, down, left, right, which means Liz, you have the honor of going first. What was your favorite moment of the night, and any wishes?
Oh my god. I had 2 really fucking good moments. I had the dream was fucking epic, by the way. Just dropping that on me. Fucking crazy looking Arcanine with the Suicune. Fucking cool. And then the flashback 21 roll was crazy. So those I think are the stars for sure. And wishes. I wish I had more bison. I wish I had bison to eat right now. I've never had bison, but I feel like it would be really good. and
I
I
have
want to try
bison
it.
in my freezer right now. Bison is
I'm
actually
on my
really
way.
good.
You have only
Alright.
had bison like twice. I've only had like 2 or 3 times, and I've always enjoyed it.
You
All
can
right.
get it. There's a little butcher shop in Troy,
Oh.
close to where I used to live. So if that butcher shop is still open, you can get bison there. You're welcome.
I'll have to try it at some point for sure.
All right, now I
But
know.
no, but really, wishes. I don't think there is really a serious one other than bison.
Part
It is a serious wish. Are you kidding?
Oh, it looks like, oh man, it's 2.5 hours away from where I live. Jeez. All right, I might have to do it though.
Yeah.
But with that said, I won't put Rampage on the spot yet, just in case you haven't seen, just so you can see more stars and wishes. We'll have him go last. Wardbreaker, what was your favorite moment of the night? Any wishes?
Oh my god. Star was probably the chance of getting my Rhyhorn back, and wish that it's not actually fake and I can get my Rhyhorn back. Like that would just give Opal so much closure.
Be so cool too. I feel like that entire scene. Just play. It would be a battle
Like the whole-
for sure, but
Oh yeah.
it'd be so cool.
I like that would be amazing. She would cry.
Okay. Awesome. And I guess that's your favorite scene and your wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fearless, your favorite moment, any wishes? And congratulations on being father.
Congrats.
My star would probably be that the interactions with Wesley. They're something, man. They're interesting. The wish, no real wish. Everything's been pretty great.
Okay, awesome. And then Rampage, do you have any questions about so your star is your favorite moment of the night, and if you have more than one like Liz did, it's okay to say more than one. And then wishes is stuff that you're hoping to see more of or that you want to explore. So what was your favorite moment, and do you have any wishes?
Favorite moment is potentially foul playing Wesley because he's gonna try to see my stabilize sometime soon.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, I have to like no good wishes. Everything's been great. Size of obvious that we got better internet. That'd be nice.
Yeah, wish for the good internet. Wish
yeah,
for those
I
good
think we should
vibes.
all wish for the good internet for Rampage.
Yeah.
Trust me. But at least I have a backup. I can just come in on my phone during these sessions and as a backup, so I'll still be here.
It actually, your phone sounded better. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing, but here, this is a $40 headset, but just gonna ignore that for now.
Okay, sorry, man. No offense.
Just being honest.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Well,
Okay.
it surely is. But this is because this headset has like the fucking what's it called? The fucking sensitivity. It's all messed up. I only have to like speak higher to catch my voice.
Right.
And Discord loves me or hates me. How I sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
It only cut
crisp
out a couple
audio.
times today, so not bad.
But yeah, I got no wishes or anything. Everything's fine. Size not an issue, but
Okay.
size.
Um
I hope the wish doesn't stab me in my sleep one night.
So, and before you guys run off, here's one more scene
Oh.
just to get you psyched for next week.
Cool.
As you guys are in this battle, like, time works weird here, and that we know that this place connects the world together. You could see some creatures all over are kind of rooting you on in the challenge.
Oh.
One creature in particular is watching from far away, connected through this place, and it is a Pokemon that is, you can feel watching you, Opal. You can feel it in your heart. and you know that you have to perform, you have to show out. And as it kind of roars, you get a glimpse of it in your mind. And this is what you see.
My buddy.
Oh my god.
so cute.
That looks awesome.
Oh,
Ghost fire. Interesting.
That is where the session officially
oh.
ends. Thank you for watching Pokeymanz episode 5, Sun and Moon. And if you want to see the challenge, then you know where to show up next week. Have a good night.
Bye.